fucking Fable squad! Yeah, man, you read the title right. You read the title right. We're gonna finally find out what this song is about, man, from the horse's mouth himself. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. As you know, now this track is a classic. I think it was early 80s, if I'm not mistaken, when this track was released. I'm not sure. I was born in 1985. And apparently this track was before me. The reason I remember that, without even Googling it, is because my father actually told me that this song is from before you were born. And he was like, this was like a classic for him. I promise you, I cannot even tell you how many road trips that I've had that this song would play incessantly. And at the time, obviously, when you're listening to Eminem, you're like, oh my God, please turn that off, please. But it's a classic. It's a classic. And also, I've been told a lot of different things about the meaning of this track as well, including from my father. Apparently, the biggest one is that he wrote this after he saw a man drowning somebody. He witnessed like a murder, a man drowning someone in the river, and then afterwards, instead of actually telling the police something, he put him as like he did some sort of concert that he invited him to, and then he exposed him over there. That's the biggest one, the biggest rumor. Even I know that. My father's told me it. My brother's told me it. That's the rumor. I've never actually heard any other sort of rumors about the song other than that one. I kind of feel like it's just, if you actually listen to it, because everyone's heard this song. In the beginning, I actually thought it was just a song, like a relationship type song. That's what it sounded like to me. But hey, we're going to find that out from the horse's mouth himself. Phil Collins was on the Jimmy Fallon show, and he spoke about the meaning of this particular song. So this will be at the end of my reaction to the song. Obviously, we're going to react to the song first. Again, give it its respect. You know what I mean? I've never reacted to it before. I haven't even heard the song for so long. I never actually listened to it properly either. I just used to listen to it in the car with my dad when I was young, and I used to just block it out because it was just, oh my God. You know what I mean? But hey, that's when we were young and dumb. Now we're going to give it its due respect, okay? So Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. Let's listen to the lyrics, and let's sort of break it down and see what I feel about it. And then we're going to go straight into the Jimmy Fallon interview with Phil Collins and see what he says and clear it all up once and for all. Right, man, let's go, man. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. You can never forget this intro. It just brings back so many memories. Side note, I also think there was at one stage, if I'm not mistaken, there was an advert with this song. God knows how much they must have paid in royalties. I think it was for some sort of chocolate brand or something like that. If memory serves me correctly, I think there was an advert to the song as well.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord.
If you actually listen to the song from the beginning, if you actually just start listening to the song, you kind of feel like there's like a great moment that he's been trying to work himself up to. Essentially, I can feel it in the air tonight, like this is going to happen for me. Like now, you know what I mean? I've been working for this up until but as the song progresses, it kind of gives you a different feel. So I'll show you now.
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did.
See, you can see why why those rumors kind of fitted. Because for me, actually, if you take that rumor aside, I kind of feel like it's a relationship that have kind of like lost its way. It's like you don't know who I am anymore. We don't know who we are anymore. That would be the obvious sort of connection. But now because of the rumors, these lyrics fit perfectly. Maybe he did witness a murder. I don't know.
Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own two eyes.
See?
So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies.
See, it's all been a pack of lies, essentially. Like, why would a murderer tell you it's a pack of lies? I kind of feel like that was more towards like a relationship or something, maybe cheating in a relationship. Like, I saw what you did, you know? You were cheating. It's all been a pack of lies. You've been lying to me. That's the connection I would find. But now the rumor also throws it off a little bit, so...
It's all been a pack of lies. And I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Oh no! No, guys.
Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord.
See, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Now, no, the rumor is that he exposes this murderer. My perception of this thing was that he finally exposes his wife and gets back at her, or his girlfriend, or whatever it is, and gets back at her. That was my perception when I used to listen to the song in my teen years. That's what I remembered it being until that sort of like got crushed by rumors all over the show.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Well, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
You all know what we're waiting for. We all know what we're waiting for. We all know. Hey!
I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time.
I love that reverb in there.
I remember,
That's reverb, that worry. Added something really cool to that.
don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time. The last time we ever met.
The first time and the last time we ever met. So for me, I would think it's the first time I've ever met you, the true you. You've never really showed me the true you in a relationship, but it's the last time we ever meet as well because I'm getting rid of you. That sort of thing. And you know what the cool thing about this is over here? It sounds a bit echoey, it sounds a bit of the times, you know what I mean? So it's not I hate it when they cut my grass outside when I'm doing these things, but I hope it's not too loud. Sorry guys. It's the echo-ness, the little like crackles and that kind of thing is the sign of the times, but if you had to actually just remaster this, I don't think it would have the same effect. I think it's so special because of the way it sounds. It's back then, that's what it was made to sound like, and I promise you, engineers back then were absolutely on point given the technology they had at the time. Like today we've got computers that can do crazy things. Given the technology at the time, the artist had to be brilliant, right? You couldn't hide behind auto-tune and all that kind of crap. The artist just had to be a good artist, right? And then the sound engineers had to be good sound engineers. And just the quality that came out of that, even if you look at it today, if you compare it to today, of course, you know, the quality of today is massive. But look at the quality of back then. Just listen to this. For the early 80s, This is insane, man. This is insane, man. We weren't even in a computer generation back then. It was crazy. It was the very beginning of beginning. And these guys were producing stuff like this. It's madness.
I know the reason why you keep your silence up. No, you don't fool me. The hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows.
See, that again, that kind of crushes the rumor for me. The hurt doesn't show, but the pain still grows. That's a relationship sort of line for me over there.
Just you and me.
Hey! We all wait for that. That is the moment. That's the iconic moment of this song. Even from when I was a child, when I was in my teens, when we used to go on road trips, we used to just wait for that moment. You know what I mean? We know that's the moment of this song. Let's go, man. Hey! Okay, listen, if you're young, right? If you're young and you're watching this video, if you're like in your teens or whatever and you're watching this video and you kind of say, nah, it's not for me, you're stupid and you just need to grow up a little bit, okay? Like, you just need to grow up. So just give it a couple of years and come back to the song. And I promise you, you will love this song. I promise you. You can't not like this song once you get a couple of brain cells. Like, you cannot not love it. It is an absolutely spectacular song. When I was younger, it was just one of those things I just couldn't stand because I was listening to Eminem and blah, 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 blah. But then you got older and you would listen to it again, you think to yourself, wait a sec, this is pretty nice, you know? You know what I mean? It's a classic. It will always be a classic. It'll die a classic. It will forever be a classic from here on out. I don't care. My son will listen to this. My son's children will listen to this. My son's children's children will listen to this. It's a song that'll never die. It's not a one-hit wonder type song. This will live forever. All right? So if you're young and you're listening to this and be like, meh, not for me, just give it a couple of years, people. Just give it a couple of years. I promise you, you'll love it. Hey! Yeah. Even the snap on the drum sounds, even on this song, it sounds authentic. It sounds like you're standing by that drum, like here, like the drums are here, and they're actually hitting those drums right next to you. That's how the snap on the drum is. Now with the like new age, they kind of like, when they master the track, they kind of get that bass a little bit better, they get the snares a little bit better, you know, they get the snaps on the drums a little bit better, but this sounds like you're standing by it. It sounds like an authentic snap on that drum, and that's what's so cool. It's like a pure snap of a recording. God, I was stupid when I was a kid, man. The classics, man. Classic. How can you not like a song like this? Hey. Okay, so First things first. My dad was right, I was wrong, as he was with many things. I was stupid because I never liked the song when I was younger. But hey, like I said, once you develop a couple more brain cells, you get to like this song and it will stay like that forever, right? Grade the form. Grade the form. As you know, we're grading all music out of 3 specific categories, which is sound, content, and obviously vocal ability of the artist. Now, I should have said that in the beginning, but I was giving a whole backstory to the song. But we grade everything out of 10. So vocal ability, sound, and obviously content of the song, all 10s. 10, 10, 10, 10, obviously, 5-star song, full marks, 100% perfect, right? But now the most important thing that I want to find out is, what's the story behind this? Was this really what was rumored? What people say was a rumor? Or was this really just a song about relationship? Right? Let's find out from Phil Collins himself. Let's get into it.
First of all, In the Air Tonight is, I went through only a handful of your hits, and you're just amazing. You have this new box set, the singles, which is also on vinyl, which I love that you're doing on vinyl.
These are all the singles.
In the Air Tonight is the one, I mean, it just sticks in my head because that's
got a life of its own. I mean, that will outlive me. I think that song.
No.
100% that'll outlive so many people.
Well, that could be the sequel to, that could be your next autobiography. Yeah, this book will outlive me.
Jimmy Fallon's a character.
Is this true that this is what happened? This is what I heard. You were outside at night and there was you saw someone drowning, and he.
You see, okay, now this is the rumor. Now he's talking about the actual rumor. This is the actual rumor. Was that saw somebody drowning? I'm pretty sure.
And there you saw someone drowning, and he didn't. Yeah, and he let him drown. He let him drown, and you go, and you watch the man basically murder somebody. And then, so instead of calling the authorities, you invited the stranger to your concert, and then
shone a light on him.
You showed,
oh shit, maybe he's
saying in.
He's actually saying I shone a light on him.
Shone a light on him.
You showed, you shone a light on him, and you sang In the Air Tonight, and you go, I know what you did, buddy. Oh my God.
Okay.
That is the best story I've ever heard of.
I know. Unfortunately, none of it's true.
Okay, we got it. There it is. Unfortunately, nope, none of that shit's true. I kind of thought that much. Anyway.
I've never heard of it.
I know. Unfortunately, none of it's true.
What?
You know,
my whole life's a
I
lie.
was just pissed off. You know, I was angry.
At what?
Well, you know, you go through a divorce and...
exactly.
You know, sometimes it's like, please, I love you, don't hang up. And then it's like, well, you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's when a song like In the Air...
That is relationships. Relationships is either, especially when you've had a relationship for a super long time, you know what I mean? You kind of get to that comfort zone where in your relationship where you haven't been out with your wife for a long time or whatever else, and then she dresses beautifully, and then you see her and she's like, damn, you're beautiful. I forgot that. I forgot how beautiful you were. I forgot, and you're like, wow, I love you. You know what I mean? And then there's moments in your marriage, where she's like cutting an onion on a chopping board, and you think to yourself, I hope you cut your fucking hand off, you bitch. You know what I mean? It's just that's not as dramatic as that, but that's kind of like the swing, you know what I mean? Where you get to those either super angry or super in love again. You know what I mean? That's marriage. And don't sit there and tell me otherwise. Don't sit there and act like that doesn't happen in your marriage. Don't talk shit. Let's go, man.
Well, you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then, of course, that's when a song like In the Air Tonight comes out. There's obviously a lot of anger in there.
That's when that drum fill comes in.
That's the iconic moment.
By the time the end of the program comes, you'll be good at this.
It's not me I'm worried about. Not me I'm worried about. You don't understand. He really has been stressing about this for like months. Well, are you doing it? I know you're going on tour right now, but are you
Well,
going
I'm doing some shows, yeah.
London, Paris, Germany? But are you doing anything in the States?
Well, I'm just taking baby steps, you know.
Wow.
My son,
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 3 sons, you know. 11-year-old plays soccer, you know, he's a whiz, captain of his team. My oldest son, Simon, is 40, and he's channeling his own path.
Yeah.
And Nicholas is going to be 16 by the time we do the shows, but he's already played the US Open and he's already played some shows this year. But he's fantastic. He's going to be my drummer, yeah.
When you go on tour, and,
Yeah.
and here's a picture of him practicing with you.
Yeah.
And there he is. That's a pretty cool moment.
Yeah, that was taken last week.
He's Benjamin Buttons. He's unbelievable. He's a magical child.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay, well there you have it. There you have it. That's for any of you who didn't know. I'm pretty sure the diehard fans of Phil Collins would probably know that wasn't true. For anybody who doesn't know, for anybody who doesn't really listen to Phil Collins, doesn't actually know that was the actual story. There it is, confirmed from the horse's mouth. That was all just a rumor, because that rumor was around since way back when, from when I was a child, when I was a kid. That rumor was around. So it's actually cool to actually see an old Phil Collins say, nah, it was just what it was. It was a relationship song, and that's all it was. So anyway, right guys, you let me know what you think down below. You can comment down below if you knew the rumor, if you didn't know the rumor, if you always knew that, whatever. You guys comment down below. Let's have a discussion down below, man. I love you all. Please stay safe, please stay healthy. Peace.